beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. In this video, we're going to talk about love, and we are going to do a page pull from one of my favorite books. It is so cute. My mentor got it for me. It's called the Love Therapy book, and it's got two cute little dragons on it. One's offering the other a flower or a rose. I think it's like a daisy. There's so many good lessons in this book. So we're going to close our eyes, we're going to pick a page, and we're going to see what the universe wants us to hear about love today on this lovely Saturday. Okay. So we have two pages. One says the practice of love therapy, which I think is like the beginning of a chapter. And then the other side, I'm going to read this side. It says, when we allow our love within to be overwhelmed by the demands of nearest love. Sorry, let me start that over. When we allow our love within to be overwhelmed by the demands of nearest love, when we rely totally on someone else or on the relationship itself or for our self-esteem, it is not love, but unhealthy dependency. Wow. And it says dependency can be a burden. So you can see the one dragon is like carrying the other. So I'm being guided to tell somebody out there that you are either in a partnership where you're thinking that you need to heavily rely on them to save you, to protect you, to provide for you. And that is not the case. We are individual souls. We jumped into these bodies, which I'm going to talk about body freedom. There is a reason why I'm doing this video in my sports bra, because I wanted to share that. I wanted to talk more about body freedom in love. But when we are so reliant on having somebody else fix us and save us and motivate us to be better, and we get so dependent on them, it is smothering. If you're in a partnership where you're texting like every few hours and you're checking in and you're telling each other where you're going all the time, that's unhealthy. We need to pull back from a bit. We need to take our own space. We need to rediscover who we are in our sovereignty by ourselves. And a lot of us have this idea of what a relationship is supposed to look like. And we think it's being immersed with somebody else, being submerged with them. I don't know about you all, but when I have a partner, I am going to have a separate bedroom. I always want to sleep with my own energy. And don't get me wrong, it's going to be cute. I'm going to be like sneaking into their bedroom in the middle of the night and snuggling for a little bit and maybe making out and stuff. And then I'll go back to my bed and have my own energy. Because when we are sharing auric fields with somebody else, we are not in alignment with us. And in this photo, hopefully I can find it again. Here we go. They are literally sharing an auric field. That is unhealthy. You need to pull back your energy. You need to be on your own. And we have to find wholeness. We have to figure out what makes us happy, what makes our partner happy, what kind of physical routines we need to do in order to please ourselves, to soothe ourselves. We cannot ask our partner to make us happy. We cannot rely on a partner to do things for us. We have to get out there and do it ourselves. We have to work. We have to grind. We need that sovereignty. We need to do it on our own. And a really healthy partnership is when two people are sitting across from each other, just cheering each other on, and not one person's carrying the other person. Because the person carrying the other one is going to get drained eventually, and they're going to say, I'm done, I'm out, this is too much, you are smothering me, I need space. And then we need to tap into, why are you attracting somebody who is relying so heavily on you? You are attracting that. So does that mean that you, in the beginning of the partnership, you desired somebody to need you? You wanted to save them. You wanted to be the one to carry them. That's an unhealed wound in you. So now you have to go back and turn the mirror on you and say, all right, I attracted somebody who wants to be saved. I enjoyed saving them, but now that we're deep in this partnership, I don't want to do that anymore. I want them to be their own person. And maybe you're healing and maybe you're growing and realizing that, they might not be coming with you. And that's when sometimes we have to kind of cut that cord and move on so that we can grow. Because sometimes people can hinder our growth if they are literally on our back and we're carrying them through life. So if you find yourself attracting people that seem to cling to you and don't want to grow, and they're relying on you to do everything, you have to ask yourself why you're attracting that. And then you have to also ask yourself, what can you do to set a boundary in the future when you attract a new partner? How can you set a boundary and say, hey, like, I'm going to make sure this doesn't happen again? How can you change your internal magnet to only draw in people that are whole and strong and feeling free in their bodies? That's the kind of partner you want to call in, is somebody that doesn't need you, but they want you. And they want to share something with you. They want to go on dates. And I want to invite you all right now to take out a piece of paper, and you're going to write down your desired list. What do you desire in a partnership? Do you desire to cook meals with somebody? Do you desire to take a bath and have somebody sitting with you and you talk about your day together? Do you desire to go on adventures with this person? Do you desire your own bedroom? Do you desire surprising them with gifts? Write down your desired list of what you want. You could also tap into, when you do argue with your partner, how do you desire to resolve those arguments? How do you desire to communicate? And then you have to look at, okay, I'm going to attract a partner that is doing all these things because it's what I desire. I'm going to manifest this. But what if they show up and they need to be taught how to do this? Are you going to be willing to be flexible and be open to understanding that they might not be in the same mindset as you? And it's important to be open and to ask them what their desires are. And then if you love them so much, you will compromise, you will work with their desires and they will work with your desires. And sometimes we have to weed through it all and figure out what it is we even desire. Some people are walking this earth right now and they don't even know what they want with love. They don't know what kind of love is even possible. And that's why you found this video, is because you're being called to figure out what you desire, to make sure that you're not codependent on that person, to make sure you're a whole and sovereign being, that you're free in your body, which we're going to talk about right now. The part about being free in our body is when you're in a partnership with somebody, they should allow freedom. And this might look like you feeling like you can wear, do, and say anything and it's accepted. If you're in a partnership right now and you can't do that, that is a wounded partnership. There's some sort of wounding between the two of you, or whether it's coming from one person or coming from you. If you're not feeling free to be you and to be accepted, that is not unconditional love. And you need to take inventory and figure out steps to either help that relationship grow into unconditional love or kind of step away from it. But feeling free in who you are is your mission here. And being whole on your own, sleeping in your own bed, that would be my wish, and having a partner that would be okay with that. If you're not feeling good, say it's a holiday and you're just not feeling good, you're feeling drained, and you have a partner that's like, come on, let's go. We got to keep going. We got to go to this party. We got to go here. That partner does not have your best interest at heart. A real partner, an unconditional, loving partner would say, hey, babe, let me tuck you in. You stay home. I'll go do all the events. You're not feeling good. I want you at your best. I don't want you feeling bad. So having a partner that understands that your needs need to be met too, and they don't want you suffering. And you can feel free to be sick and to not be good and to not feel your best and that be accepted. So many people are in partnerships right now that look the opposite. They're not feeling free. They're not feeling accepted. They're feeling codependent. They're feeling like, they can't survive without one another. Well, the universe is going to give you a rude awakening and it's going to smack you out of that relationship. And then you're going to be flying on your own and you're going to have to figure it out. So I'm here to tell you, let's figure it out first before the universe moves you or puts you in a difficult situation to help you learn this lesson the hard way. Let's choose it for ourselves. So body freedom is the last thing I want to touch on in this video. And again, it's why I wore my sports bra. I went through a phase in my life, actually, I shouldn't even say that. My entire life, I did not feel free in my body. And I was always fluctuating weight, and it was always like, oh, if I'm lower in my weight, then I'm free to be in a bathing suit, and people, I don't mind people seeing me. But if I'm a heavier weight, I am covered up and I don't want anybody seeing me. That is ridiculous. That was me projecting that I needed to look a certain way in order to feel free in my body. And that's not freedom. That is complete prison. Even up until probably last summer, like I would walk on the beach in a bathing suit feeling so uncomfortable, feeling like I just wanted to put a shirt back on. And my body looked the same as it does now. But through my healing journey and through working with my mentor and through healing so many traumas from my childhood, all these stories I created about I have to be a certain size to be loved. And it's because I was subconsciously listening to conversations around me growing up in my house about so-and-so is overweight, so-and-so is fat, or so-and-so doesn't take care of their body. And there was so much emphasis put on physical bodies around me when I was growing up. So now subconsciously, I have this pattern in me that says, Michelle, in order for you to be accepted and to be talked about in a good way, you need to look a certain size. So I had to heal that. So I would lay on a massage table with my mentor. We would do all of our energetic work on my body, on my subconscious, and I removed that thought pattern. I said, nope, I don't need to look any certain way to be loved. I love myself because my body is mine and your body is yours. Think about this. Your body doesn't know who you are. You are a soul in this body. It's just a suit, a costume. So pretend like I'm going to unzip myself right now, and my soul is going to step out of my costume. I'm going to hang my costume up in the closet. That costume is not awake. It's not going to say, oh, I'm Michelle, pick me, pick me. No, the costume is just a suit in the closet. You are the one that is awake and alive in it. So you need to step into that costume and start taking care of it and start loving it. And you chose it. You literally stepped into that earth suit. And now it's your job to nurture it because your soul lives in it. And once we have this awareness of, oh, I'm a soul in this body and this is mine and nobody else gets to touch it, or they can if they want, but nobody else gets to live in it but me. I'm going to eat good food. I'm going to take care of it because I'm the one living in it. And I want to feel free in it. And I don't care what anybody else thinks. I don't have to be a certain size. I am using my vehicle and just want it to be working at its maximum capacity. I want to utilize it so I can walk through life and do my mission here. And having that freedom in your body is everything. I remember walking in stores and walking on beaches and walking through life, always concerned about how my clothes were fitting and what I looked like. And if somebody was going to stare at me a certain way, is it because, I'm not a certain size? Or I would sit in classrooms and cross my legs and hope there was no like fat showing. This was all a program in my mind. It is not who we are. Our body is beautiful no matter what size it is. It is our vehicle. And when we can have freedom in that, we don't care about clothes. We don't care about covering up and looking a certain way. We are just so grateful and happy to be on earth in these bodies, doing what we're here to do. Your mission is to love yourself. And part of yourself is your earth suit. And having that freedom in a partnership to really just let yourself hang out, let yourself be you. And when somebody else sees that confidence in you, it is beautiful, especially if you're feminine and you reside mostly in your feminine energy. There's just something so beautiful and soft and sexy and glamorous about a feminine who just embraces her body, right? It is so attractive. And especially for men too, when men can just take their shirt off and not have any kind of insecurities and just be like, this is me. I don't care what it looks like. I just feel good in my body and I want to appreciate this lifetime. I want to experience all the senses and just really enjoy life in this physical form and in a partnership, in love, in unconditional love, where I don't feel any restriction to look a certain way for my partner. They are just allowing me to be free in my body, and I'm allowing them to be free in their body and in their life, and there's no restrictions. We just accept each other for who we are, and we choose each other over and over and over again. So start manifesting freedom in your body. Start doing your healing sessions. Start unpacking all of your trauma and all of your stories where you're telling yourself you have to be a certain way to be loved or to love yourself. Throw that out and really work on truly enjoying this experience in your physical form with people that love you, and don't settle for any other type of love. If you're in a partnership and it's codependent and it's unhealthy, start to take the steps to walk away, because you are worthy of a freedom type of love. And it starts with you being free within you first. So I hope this video helped you. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a wonderful weekend. Peace out.